What are some of the winter food shortages that's going to hit the entire country? We'll talk about it in today's video. Welcome back, everybody. If you're new, please subscribe. If you're been here before and you've seen our videos, welcome back. Love to having you here, watching our videos, commenting. Everybody's been commenting on the videos more and more, and I appreciate that. You're telling us what you're seeing in your part of the country or the world. I'm getting more and more subscribers around the world, and I do appreciate that. So let's get to the video today. So we've got food shortages. They're continuing into the winter time, and so I figure I'd bring what's predicted to hit in the winter time across the whole country so that you folks can prepare just like me, and we can get it together so we won't be out there when there's mass panic buying. It's getting crazy out there, folks. You know, the meat plants are closing down. Dairy plants and meat farms shut down permanently. People are scrounging for meds. Have y'all heard about that? They're saying that certain cold and sinus medicines, flu medicines are not working or not beneficial anymore after, what, 10, 15 years of us using these meds? I might actually do a video upcoming about that. That's really important. Yeah, nothing's going back to the way it used to be. And then that's kind of sad, at least to me. You know, potatoes are in short supply. The harvest wasn't really good. Pasta's in short supply. We're going to get into that. It's just really crazy. I had a person tell me that the Alaska store shelves are erratic. They're bare. Some places around the country is starting to look that way. It's just really, really crazy. As panic buying is starting to ramp up, there's talks of rationing, and 30% increase are coming around as the end of the year. Well, 30% to 50% on some items, because we talked about in the previous video, like peaches, are a 50% increase than last year. So, in the rationing, there's some areas that I have seen they're limiting like 2 bags of rice already, and all throughout some stores, so you can see limit 2 per person, so on and so forth. So get ready to start seeing that. If you have not seen that in your stores, it's coming all across the country already, so be prepared. Go ahead and get your stuff ready so you don't have to be a part of this. You know, the grocery stores keep widening their aisles so you can get more people down the aisles in the space, but they're shortening their spots where things used to be and everything. Where, say, you've got the hamburger helpers, there used to be a ton, or the sugar, the flour. I've really noticed it in the sugar and the flour part, because there used to be so many choices and so many bags, and say the flour aisle used to be like 6 feet wide. Now it's barely even 2 feet wide in my stores, and it's really crazy. I look at these stores, I go down these aisles now, and I remember the way it used to be. So many choices, so many varieties, and now there's nothing like it used to be. And then on top of that, you know, you've got the production and transportation issues. We've got ships stuck in limbo again. We've got the trucking issues all over again. Production issues. We just had the Reese's what was it, distribution center, I believe, or warehouse, caught fire. So we got one of those, you know, we got some warehouse fires going on again, or manufacturing warehouses going up in smoke again. But let's get to it. So pasta is back, you know, back into the short supply. We got, we talked about this yesterday. It's from Italy. It's full of carbohydrates. Stock up on your pastas, your favorite pastas. Whether it's macaroni noodles, whether it's, stuff for your Alfredo or your spaghetti, whatever the case may be. And a lot of people are saying too, your hamburger helpers, whether it's the rice or the pasta, is getting harder and harder to find. So that might be something you need to think about too, is when you're out buying your pasta and your rice, go ahead and grab you a few boxes of these if you want them. They're fast and easy. I know they're not, they got a lot of kind of junk on there if you check the ingredients. But who cares when you're feeding your family and you're in a pinch and you need something? It's food. You're going to be eating ramen noodles if you have to and you don't like them. So there's that. Then you got, which I don't have out here, it's in my refrigerator and then in my freezer, but flour. Flour's honestly the unsung hero in the kitchen. You can keep flour in the refrigerator longer, you can keep it in the freezer longer. Pick up an extra bag or two of flour if you got the room to store it. You really can use it, because like I said, they're shortening the space where like the flour goes. If you haven't noticed, the baking area, like the sugar, the flour, the cornmeal aisle, is usually the first aisle to go. Just so you know, if you haven't been told. You see that empty out, it's trouble. Dried fruits. Dried fruits, if you store them in a tight container away from moisture, they last for a long time. Like I dried these banana chips. I've been doing like strawberries, banana chips, stuff like that. These are so good, like in cereals, your granola, stuff like that is really good. So you can either buy them already made. You could do your own from fresh produce if you have an abundance and you want to do that. You can put, slice them up, put, dehydrate them. Like you put lemon juice on your banana chips so that they don't turn dark, mushy, or whatever. So that's something to think about. And you got the holidays coming up for, baking like banana bread or any kind of pies, cakes, desserts. You might want to think about picking up your dried fruits. Same with your nuts also, because as you get into your holiday seasons, you're also baking with your, your walnuts, your peanuts, your pecans, whatever you're making, your breads and stuff like that. It's going to be harder to find and, of course, more expensive. So that's also just something to think about. I'll throw that in there as well. So salt. Salt is a very important mineral, and it really honestly doesn't expire as long as you keep it dry and away from light. There's various types. So you go to the store, you might want to pick up another another container or two, just to have it, just to keep it on your shelf. Okay, so the next one is going to be your oils and your fats. Again, they're going with the olive oil because there's like a 23-year high on this. It's ridiculous. But if you don't do the olive oil, then vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever kind of oil you use, pick up another container while you're out at the store. Butters, your butter, etc. They relatively have a long life if you keep them in a cool, dry, or dark place. Your butter, you can turn into ghee if you know how to do that. I haven't done a video on that. I have made it in the past. It is a little time consuming, but it is well worth it. It does make it like a nutty butter flavor when you do make it. So it is kind of interesting if you want to look into that. So just kind of keep your options open, but make sure you pick up some oil and some butter if you can find it. So potatoes. Grab a bag of potatoes if you can. Potatoes are getting harder and harder to find in the stores. So if you see a bag, if they're worth buying, grab them. Because so many people are saying it is so hard to even grab potatoes in stores now. So count your blessings if you do find them and you can afford them, grab a bag or two. Take them home. They're versatile in the kitchen. You know, you love those french fries. You love those mashed potatoes. I've canned up potatoes. I have mashed potatoes, you know, dried potato flakes. Just everybody seems to love potatoes. I don't know that I've met a person that doesn't like potatoes. If you don't like potatoes, put it in the comments. I'd love to meet a person that doesn't like potatoes. Let me know. So, they're full of vitamin C, potassium, and fiber. If that's something you need, potatoes are great for that. Your next one is your vinegars. Vinegar elevate your flavors. It also has preservative properties, like for your canning. Just make sure that when you get it, you look and make sure it has at least 5% acidity. 6%, 7% is great, but I have yet to find that here in the States. So make sure you 5%, because some stores are now selling like 3%, 4%. So make sure you always check for at least 5% or up. So when you're canning, for canning purposes. Cool, dry, dark place. This'll keep. So always keep this in mind when you're wanting to stock up on stuff to keep long term. This is very, very versatile. Okay, I have shelf stable milk out here, even though powder milk is what you're really wanting. It's great for cooking and baking and hot chocolate, especially in the winter months when you're craving it. It can last 2 years if you're storing properly. Like this here shows that it's good until November 2023. Best use by date. So I've picked up several of these. Right here it says unopened package maintains quality, store at room temperature, refrigerate after open, suggested usage within 14 days after opening. Kind of like this better, but I do have some powdered milk stored up. I just wasn't able to get to it, so I was able to grab this instead for the video. But whether you do powdered milk, which will last longer than these, or if you want to get these like at Dollar Tree or Dollar General, you know, Dollar General still has a dollar aisle, whereas Dollar Tree is now at $1.25. I've heard that Dollar Tree is talking about going back to $1, but I don't know if that's true or not. If anybody has heard that, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you've heard. Also, let me know what's going on in your state, your country. You know, what are you seeing on your shelves when you're going to the grocery store to buy this stuff? So, while you're out, I was just noticing this. It says try shrimp instead of chicken. Buy a couple cans of your tuna and your chicken as your canned meats, because you can never fail on that. That is like the top 2 canned meats to always buy when you're going to the grocery store. So I'll just throw that in there too. Always has the meat backup. So there you have it. You know, this food crisis is booming. It's getting worse out there. So I'm sorry this video has ran long, but I just wanted to let y'all know what's heading into this winter time. All the shortages. So grab your hamburger helper, grab your pasta, grab all this stuff when you're going, you put it on your list to go grocery shopping. You know, this is really important. So be grabbing, grab this 3-pound box of elbows. Put it in your freezer, kill the bug larva, and then vacuum seal it. Put it in a tight container. It'll keep. And you won't be paying the expensive prices when you do find it, when it increases. They're trying to price us out of food and out of life. Let us beat them. We can win this. We got to fight together. Y'all have a great day, a great weekend. Stay fearless. I love you guys. Keep commenting. God bless y'all. I'll see you on the flip side.